Hello and welcome back to Landscapes Recreated. Last episode we built this brick factory here. And I can already tell you it was a very good idea that we did because bricks are a commodity now and it's really useful. In between episodes I went ahead and changed things a little around to make it a little more pretty. As you can see, we are full on brick blocks, which is very nice. And things look a little bit cleaner now. So, if you can remember last episode, we had the boiler back here and a bunch of water wheels and so on. All of this is gone. And what also changed is in this cobblestone generator, I replaced the windmill sails with copycat panels. Because I had a very big issue that cobblestone was stuck in the windmill sails and that, went ahead and got very laggy, so I changed the design. If we take a look in the next story, things changed here as well. You can see all is contained very nicely here in this area. Let me see if I can get on top of this somehow and give you a tour. So we have our washing, our blasting and our brick compacting now here. And all of the funnels here are controlled by redstone based on how much is in the drawers below. And if we go up one more story, you can see I have a boiler here in the chimney now. And you can also see I have one active blaze burner, which results in this boiler creating 16,000 units of stress. Which is 8 times the amount we had before. And if I was to feed this blaze burner here too, it would go up to 32,000. So, yeah. This guy is being fed by lava directly, and I collect this lava just via some dripstones, and to be honest, I don't need any more of those, so I can remove a few of these cauldrons here. They are really not necessary. I have 5 dripstones here either way, and they produce as much lava as I need. So let's reduce this, and little leakage, that's okay. So this thing now produces all the stress I need here in this building, and I also sped up everything here, especially the crushing wheels. They are now turning, I think, at maximum speed. No, they could be a little bit faster, but you can see each of the wheels now take 1,500 stress units, so nearly as much as our boiler produced at all at the beginning. So this thing is running all with the goal of getting more bricks, and bricks we need. I went ahead and already collected everything we need to build the warehouse, as I really want to continue on. And you can see down there I already mapped out where the warehouse will go. I know I said it's going to get down here, but the space was actually too small. And yeah, as everything is already prepared, let me show you what we need for this warehouse. This is just a chest full of miscellaneous stuff. A few windows, a few roof tiles, a few girders. Then we have a few brick parts in here. And another full barrel of brick in here. And all I need to do now is provide this schematic cannon with gunpowder and let it go, and we get a warehouse over there. So, without further ado, let me do this and have fun watching this getting built. And there we have it, the new warehouse. I totally forgot to record again. So I'm already like 3 steps ahead. Let me show you what's going on in there. If we take a look in the warehouse, you can see I've filled it up with a lot of crates and vaults and storage and all the things to put items in. And what we also have here is something called an inventory connector from Tom's Simple Storage. This inventory connector connects all the inventory it touches and these inventories touches. So all of these inventories here are connected into this one block. And with the storage terminal here, I can access all my items. So now we can actually see the exact quantities of items I have in here. So for example, if I need tough again, I can just type in tough and I get all the tough I have in all these inventories. Which is really, really useful because now I can just grab a stack of smooth stone if I need to. So, this storage terminal actually was not that cheap to craft. And it required a smart observer, a display link and a display board, which are relatively cheap. I mean, we have all these items on hand. But we also had these precision mechanisms. And those require something called a sequenced assembly. So in essence, we have a golden sheet and we need to put it under a deployer deploying cogwheels, a deployer deploying large cogwheels, and one that's deploying iron nuggets. And we need to do these 3 steps 5 times over again. And at the end, we have an 80% chance to get a precision mechanism and a 20% to get random salvage. So I went ahead and on the top floor of our brick factory, we now have this small machine here, which is just 2 bells looping around, ending in a barrel here and a barrel here. And we have the 3 deployers, one with cogwheel, one with large cogwheels, one with iron nuggets. And if I put golden sheets into this barrel, they will either become these precision mechanisms here, or the salvage will end up in this barrel, which could be, for example, a new golden sheet or an andesite ingot or something like that. So just scrap that could result from this assembly. So yeah, we have this machine now here. We have our warehouse set up and we do have a lot of storage there. To show you directly, if I click on the inventory connector here, I can see inventory connector 5,744 free out of 6,509 slots. So all the items in my old inventory, all the items in my old storage were just 800 slots worth of items, and now I have 6,500. And you can see it's only what is here in the front. I do have a lot of space here in the back. I can build up all of this with inventories. And I also want to put a whole wall of drawers here on this side to monitor specific items. And if necessary, also to throw them out. I want to keep this way here from the entrance up to this hole here empty, because there I want to put in a rope pulley or some sort of item transportation to get items on the 2nd floor. And there's an Enderman, which stole a block of dirt. And you know what we do with Endermen, who steal stuff. Hey my friend, you're going to die. Yes, you heard me right. My block of dirt. So, where were we? Right, I do have a lot of space up here for more inventories, more drawers, more anything. And yeah, all the space for all the storage. I don't think I will need to extend this warehouse ever again. And we will use this for a long time. I actually have a schematic for this warehouse in actually big, because this is the small version. And if you're interested in this warehouse or the big version, just drop a comment, say that you want those schematics, and I might upload them. They just require the chipped mod and the create one, obviously. And as you can see above there, there's a few things where things have broken, seemingly. So you probably need to check the schematics for yourself to make sure everything is correct. Alright, so with this, we have all the storage in here. And now I think it's time to pretty up the area. I built into this path here, so I need to reroute this a little bit. And I want to get maybe some docks going here. So I'll keep my mouth shut and you get to see what happens if I have a few hours and a lot of free time. So, see you soon. So, our docks are in place. I hope you enjoyed the little time lapse. And I also put around a bit of foliage around the warehouse here, at least in the front. And to be honest, what I realized while building all of this is it's great that I now have my storage down here. But what I don't have is any of my machines. So every time I needed to smelt something, I had to go back to the original starter house. If I wanted to make some iron plates, I had to go back. If I wanted to mix some andesite alloy, I had to go back. So this needs to stop. So what I'm going to do now, even though my plan was only to build the warehouse, I'm going to extend this and I'm going to set up a workshop up this hill here. So this is going to give me the opportunity to put in a second house for this episode. And I want to have all the things I need for working. I need a pair of crushing wheels. I need a mixer, a few presses, and so on. And I'm just going to build this up here. Maybe I can even connect it over there to the power system to save me from building another steam boiler. But let me put down a few blocks and see where this is going, and then just build it up a bit and we see how far we get. The idea I have here is to have a two-part building. We will have the entrance, the real entrance from here into this small brick building. And I want to have all the different crafting tables from chipped here, so I can create all the types of blocks I want. I want to have a set of crushing wheels here on this wall. So if there's anything manual to crush, I don't need to go over to the factory and, well, steal that. And on this wall here, I want to have a small setup with just a few deployers. So if there's any sequence assembly I need to make, that's not the precision mechanisms. Most of them are a little easier, so I can put that here. And on this wall here, I want to have one or two mixers and a few presses. So if I need to make a big amount of iron sheets or something like that, I don't have only one. And lastly, here on this wall, I want to have my bulk set up. So a bulk washer, a bulk blaster, smoker, and haunter. And against the one I built earlier, this one should be a little bit more automatic and a little bit more usable for bigger stack sizes. So yeah, expect to see something different. So with this, I do have a bit of space in the middle in case I need to build any temporary contraptions, and we will see how this turns out. So let's start building. Before it gets hard to see what's going on in a moment when I try to get all of this connected, let me quickly show you around what I've built. So first of all, like I said, the crushing wheels here on this wall, they are just connected to a gearbox, or to two gearboxes here, because now they will definitely turn in opposite directions. Between these barrels I just need to put some chutes, and then whatever I drop in this barrel gets ground down and ends up in this one. Over here on this wall I have a small machine which I can change up however I need it. So at the moment I have a spout and two mechanical presses. This will be needed to create sturdy sheets, which I want to do probably next episode, maybe also this episode. I don't know yet. Sturdy sheets require lava, so I have a small tank set up here where I can put lava in. So this is all totally manual right now, but if we go bigger, then this will also be automated. If I need anything else here, for example deployers, I can just kick these three out, put three deployers in, and it will work. Then I have this little contraption here, which can create the different casings. So if I put logs in here and whatever material I need in this deployer, the logs will be sawn and therefore stripped. And up here, the deployer will press the required ingot on the log, on the stripped log, and then it will end up in this barrel. So I don't need to go ahead, place the logs, strip them with an axe, right click them with an ingot, destroy them again. So this will just do this for me. Then obviously I totally forgot that I need to have my mechanical crafter set up somewhere. So I put this one here. And this is my new bulk whatever setup. I will have the required elements, so water, lava, soul campfire and normal campfire up there. And then I can just toss as many stacks as I want on these depots here. They will get blasted from above, and then they will be deployed out of here. I will have the filters in these brass funnels here, so they only shoot out the finished materials, and they will all end up in this barrel. So I do have a bulk setup for this, and then I have just 3 mechanical presses and 2 mechanical mixers up here. And the mixers are slightly elevated because I want to have blaze burners below them. But that's it for now. So let me get all of this connected, slab a roof on here and texture the walls, and then we can see if there's any space to put windows in. And everything is moving. You can see quite a few shafts spinning around, a lot of encased chain drives, but everything has power. So let's actually get this to action and produce some things, shall we? So here I can just mix up my andesite alloy like I'm used to. And in the meantime, let's cook up some cobblestone and wash some magma blocks. And while we're at it, let's bonk some iron to get some iron sheets. What I want to make is the upgrade of the storage terminal, the crafting terminal. For the crafting terminal, we need a few things, and most of those we already have on hand. So I crafted a few more mechanical crafters. I grabbed the storage terminal from below, the precision mechanism we made earlier, and I crafted the link controller, which is really just a redstone link with some buttons. And as I have my mechanical crafter here, let's put in all that we already have. Precision mechanism, linked controller, and now we just need the sturdy sheet. And for that, we can grab the obsidian from the barrel. Washing magma blocks actually just gives you obsidian. And then we can throw the obsidian into this barrel and crush it down. And we will get crushed obsidian and more intact obsidian, which is very nice. A bit of obsidian really goes a long way. Just takes a second, and then we should get our crushed obsidian there. There we go. We got 16 crushed obsidian and another 13 obsidian just back, and we can just crush that again if we want to. But what I actually want to do is use this mechanism. I've filled it up with 3 buckets of lava, and if I put in the crushed obsidian here, it gets spouted by lava, pressed once, pressed twice, and we get sturdy sheets. And it doesn't take a lot of lava. Oh wait, it takes more lava than I thought. Okay, but we just needed one, and if I plug this in here, nothing happens. Mechanical crafters automatically start a craft if all the fields are filled. So, as we have a few fields here around this that aren't filled, let me just grab a button, because you can manually start a craft by pushing a button. And you can see this one is quite a bit faster than the one we had earlier. And there we have our crafting terminal. And a crafting terminal is really, really useful. Let me quickly go down here again. Because now I don't need to grab all the things out of my storage and then put it to craft, but I actually can just say, for example, I need some jungle stairs. Let's just fill in the recipe from all the items I have in my system and craft it directly up. And I think at this point, this is more than enough for one episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.